Turn right heading 330, join the runway 35 right, localize.
Alrighty, 9,000 altitude, and we're on a 330 heading to join the right side localizer, American 2516.
American 2516, out of that turn, airport 1 o'clock, 20 miles.
Shy, good afternoon, guys. 5068, flight 190, descending just X2 arrival information Zulu.
Scott City 68, Denver approach, low, expect vectors for division approach, runway 35 left.
One expect vector for 35 left, West 56.
United 1811, heavy contact at tower 133.3, seal.
333, United 1811, good day.
Departure radar contact, climb and maintain for level 230.
0,000.
10,000, square 355.
Scott City 520, Denver departure radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Do you have the airport in sight?
Affirmative, fields in sight for American 2516.
Yes. Southwest 4982, proceed direct to SD.
2516, correction, clear to approach 135 right, sorry.
35 right, we understood, American 2516, right side, clear for the approach.
KBM 0, take off, Denver.
366, contact first 120.8.
5 inside, square ring 355.
Approaching Zeta 366, class 3, 35 right.
Zeta 366, Denver approach, roger, 35 right.
Good day.
Receive 776, descend and maintain 14,000.
First course.
Heading 2800, Zeta 366.
American 2516, contact tower 133.3.
333 for 2516, good morning.
Morning.
Southwest 2058, 13.6, leveling 13,000 via T-bar 2 with Zulu.
2058, Denver approach, roger, turn left heading 040, vector to final approach course, descend and maintain 11,000.
040 on the heading 11,000, Southwest 2058.
Yeah, 7636, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210 now, yeah, 5636.
Nelson, not 35 left.
That's my fault. Clear 355, flight present heading joint final, clear to approach 135 left.
Cleared visual 35 left, first wings 355.
Proceed direct to Bryce. Flight 198, proceed direct to XCAM.
Got 7636, contact first 120.8.
5636, see you later.
60, descend and maintain 9,000.
00 9,000, Scott 5424.
30.
13,000 descending via the ski with Zulu.
Southwest 2058, turn left heading 020, join the runway 35 left localizer.
020, join the localizer, 35 left, runway inside, Southwest 2058.
33.905.
1,500 for 11, we have Zulu.
I was 4758, proceed direct to Esky.
35 left, southwest at 2307.
5636, number approach Roger, flighting 060, vector to final approach course.
Heading 060 for the first course, guys, at 636.
5424, turn left heading 020, Denver Airport, 10 o'clock, 15 miles.
Heading 020, Wheeler Airport in sight, guys, 5424.
5424, reduce speed to 190.
Speed 190, guys, 5424.
Maintain flight level 230, do not exceed 280 knots.
50.
No go.
Approach runway 35 left.
Clear visual approach 35 left, southwest 2058.
5424, reduce speed to 170.
Speed 170, guys, 5424.
Clear wing 355, maintain 170 knots or greater to Diamond.
170 or greater to the final.
Scout 5424, you're following the Spirit Airbus at 1 o'clock and 3.5 miles, 900,000, descending 8,000, seeing ECM.
We have Spirit in sight, guys, 5424.
Scout 5424, thanks. Maneuver to follow them. You're cleared visual approach runway 35 left, maintain 150 knots.
150 knots, we're clear to visual behind Spirit to 35 left, guys, 5424.
Good morning, approach. West 5588 is 12.5 on the Class 3, 35 right.
060, descend to maintain 13,000. 325, join the runway 35 right, localizer.
Right turn 325, turn the localizer 35 right, is at 366.
Scout 5636, join the runway 35 left, localizer on that heading.
Okay, join 35 left on 040 heading, guys, 5636.
Clear wing 355, contact tower 133.3.
Tower 32.3, Spirit 355.
Pitch at 366, Denver Airport, 1 o'clock, 20 miles.
Inside 366.
Pitch at 366, Roger, join final heading and clear visual approach runway 35 right, maintain 9,000 till established.
9,000 to establish, join on this heading, clear 35 right, exit jet 366.
2058, clear visual approach runway 35 left.
Still clear to visual 35 left, southwest 2058.
That was 2058, maintain 170 knots or greater to Diamond.
170 or better to Diamond, southwest 2058.
Good morning, approach. West 5588, 11,000, 35 right.
340. Scout 5588, flighting 320, descend to maintain 10,000, vector to final approach course.
Roger, on 320 and descend to maintain 10,000, West 5588.
Approach Skywest 5068, 13-3, descending as an X2 arrival.
That was 2307, descend to maintain 10,000.
Down to 10,000, south 2307.
Scout 5636, Denver Airport, 10 o'clock, 18 miles.
35 left in sight, guys, 5636.
Scout 5630 right, 6 Roger, clear visual approach runway 35 left.
Clear visual approach 35 left, guys, 5636.
Scout
Connected to
5424,
PilotEdge.
contact Denver Tower 133.3.
Skywest 4758, contact Denver Center 133.905.
Yeah, 080.
Left turn 080, south 2307.
Scout 5636, maintain 170 knots to Diamond.
170 to Diamond, guys, 5636.
Fatigue 776, contact approach 120.8. Was 2307, descend to maintain 9,000.
Turning to 9,000, south 2307.
Scout 5588, Denver Airport, 12 o'clock, 22 miles.
Inside, Skywest 5588.
So 5588, Roger, flighting 325, join final, clear visual approach runway 35 right.
325, join final, clear for the visual 35 right, Skywest 5588. Denver approach, fatigue 776, 13,000.
Scout 5068, turn right heading 325.
Right turn 325, guys, 5068.
Fatigue 776, Denver approach, Roger, 35 left.
35 left, fatigue 776.
Scout 5068, descend to maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000, Skywest 5068.
Southwest 2307, turn left heading 020, Denver Airport, 10 o'clock and 16 miles.
Left turn 020, and we have the field in sight for south 2307.
2307, Roger, join final heading, clear visual approach runway 35 left and maintain 170 knots to Diamond.
Okay, 170 to Diamond, we'll join final on the 020 heading south 2307, clear the visual approach.
at 366, contact tower 133.3.
333, gotcha 366.
Good afternoon. I'm in altitude, descend to maintain 11,000, advising me of Vegas, India, Rocky Mount Metro.
Maintain 150 knots to Diamond.
Okay, 150 now to Diamond, South 2307.
United
All right. So I'm not doing the camera today. There is a setting that I wanted to check out. There's a setting on traffic global. That probably won't help me much here, but dynamic density option makes more traffic, but I'm curious what it does to frames. Let me put this BRB so I don't accidentally give a license out. Let me see. Aircraft. Dynamic density. Okay. It's actually right in front of me. So, dynamic density switching off. Dynamic density option makes more traffic. Okay. So, I'll do that. Let me get in the cockpit first. See what we get for FPS wise. I'm sitting at 47 FPS. So 47. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but didn't change my FPS any, so that's a good thing. Alrighty. Hey Das, looks cold. Yeah, buddy. I'm doing a snowflake. It is currently snowing in Aspen. Temperature is 21 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're gonna have to use our electric heat, at least initially, for our passengers. All right, let's figure out fuel and such here. Building some Alaska tiles so that I can do a TDM flight tonight. Up there, got some jobs queued, and there's a rental there. Oh, you're gonna miss the Northeast Corridor, the big VATSIM event tonight going on the Northeast Corridor. So I'm gonna be doing some sort of airliner up there. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing FedEx or United or Allegiant. I'm not sure what plane, but yeah, I'm gonna be taking advantage of the New York and Boston area. I probably will fly into Providence because Boston will have probably holds. You can't use VATSIM. Does the client only work on Windows or something? The XPilot? See, that's another reason why I don't use the operating system that you use, because it does limit on what add-ons you can use, and I don't like being limited. Can't and won't. Yeah, PilotEdge is superior, but I like the traffic that VATSIM gives on those events. It's fun. to have that added traffic. It's got serious security holes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it does. But I think everything has security holes these days. All right, let's just get this filed away. I won't open my system to that risk. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I don't know what kind of risk there is. I mean, I know literally thousands of people use it. So I don't know. That's a lot of people taking a high risk. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the security risks are for that type of stuff. All right. So Aspen 2987. We're information November, and it's currently snowing. In Telluride, it's nice weather, wind calm. A little cloudy, but we have an RNAV approach. So we're going to come over here to PilotEdge and file our IFR. Or slant golf, or B350, Aspen Telluride. FMN is our alternate if we can't get into Telluride. And there's none of that's available, so we'll go ahead and file. This is our route. A little bit of weather in this area, otherwise not too bad. Flight plans on file. Go back over hither. My network reports Facebook for federal violations whenever someone tries accessing it on your network. Wow. You got a pretty hellacious ISP. They don't let you download stuff. They report Facebook stuff. Wow, they don't play. No, the Facebook is my own network. What do you mean? How is Facebook? What do you mean by that? In MSM, it does it too? What do you mean Facebook is your own network? How does that work? How does that network work? All right. Check fuel. My network servers report their sites to the feds. Really? Like you set up your servers? Do you have an actual server? Like those big rectangular things I've seen? Is that what I'm not a network guy at all. I don't know squat about network. So if you're talking about that type of server, I don't even know the first thing about that. I got a buddy of mine that's an IT, and he's a network engineer type thing. So he knows all about that stuff. I just call him when I have connection issues or like my printer's not working or something. He's my LAN guy. There's all right. How did that? I opened that up by mistake. I didn't even know that side opened. Didn't even know. Okay, so this should give us 300 gallons. There's official ways to report malicious sites via the FCC. So I do it for every MSM. All my network traffic goes through several servers for VPN layers, firewalls, and other various purposes. Well, you're definitely locked in. You're locked in there. Nothing getting out. My dad does the opposite of you, and like what he does is completely bad. I try to tell him that, but can't convince the old man. He just like tries to block Windows from updating at all. He thinks if he has anything, I'm like, then you just need to get off the internet altogether if you're not going to allow Windows to update, because that's just crazy talk. He's like, well, he thinks that like if Windows updates, it's adding malware and other crap to his computer, which in some cases I'm sure it is. But I don't worry about such things. I have my antivirus stuff, and I don't visit any sites. I mean, I trust XPilot. So it's all about, if you trust what you're using, that's what it comes down to me. And you're definitely fine to not trust it, especially if you have very important stuff on your computer that you don't want to possibly get out. So open up the windows, get some fresh air. I know it's cold, but it's all right. Let's get rid of that. We'll set that. We'll set up our throttle quadrant for start. Bust up my checklist. Windows updates are malware, right? But that's purely because Windows itself, by definition, is malware. Yeah. It was funny. The wife and I were talking last night or the night before, and she'd said something in her phone, Siri or whatever, just like beeped and said, "Do you have a question?" or whatever, and it's just like, man, the phone listens to your conversations. I wonder what other hacks, you know, I wonder how many people can actually listen to our discussions just by tapping into a phone or something. It's pretty scary stuff. All right, walk around's done. Park and brake is done. You should have 28 volts. Battery should be 22. All right. Turn the battery on. Gentie connect. External power is available. Connect. Clear out the cautions. Got Gentie lights. We're good there. Reset. And got 28 volts. Check our inverters to make sure these bus lights go out. Which they do. We'll leave them off until after engine start. Got nav, tail light. Turn that on, turn that on. You'll do fuel check, turn those on. Make sure this shuts. So you shut the valve and then you use the extinguisher if you had to. So this shuts the valve, cuts off the fuel, and then you put out the fire. And I'll turn on the oxygen mask. Good to go. Let's come over here and we'll check our alarms. O2 is 100%. Battery bus in the up normal position. Engine anti-ice on. For ground ops. Pre-flight completed. Let's load her up. We're going to do 3/4 today. Do our safety briefing to our guests. Taking these guys to Telluride Ski Resort. They've got all their ski poles in the outside storage. Over the engine. Turn that on. We'll close and lock this door. Find that C-130 yesterday got me in a turboprop mood. That C-130 has firefighting ability too, so I might do a stream on that at some point. Do some firefighting. All right, passengers are good. Let's shut this door. And we'll turn on the beacon light and we'll get rid of the stairs and chocks. And we are ready. Let's get some heat going. At 16, low idle. Checking for hot start and hung starts. Oil pressure's in the green. Turn that off. And we're going to remove we're going to remove external. Remove the ground power unit. Reset Gen 1. And we're gonna go full power. External power is gone, and we got 28 volts on the left gen. We're gonna use the left engine to start the right engine. And I'll get back to the chat here in a moment here. Fifteen, 16, low idle. Starter off. Gonna reset Gen 2, Gen 1. And we got 28 across the board. Yeah, that says, yeah, coworker and I programmed a Google Home to trigger, and then played Nyan cat song and hamster song for 5 months straight into it. To say the least, it did not please Google when it caused data issues on their server. I bet. That's hilarious. They ended up bricking that device, and so we got 5 more for free, and it did it again. Wow. That's great. Alright, we did a bus sense test, I think. No. You got Gentile lights, so that's good. Reset. And let's come over here and we'll get the bleeds going. We are at alright, so that's fine. So each bleed needs to be at least 11 psi. So we got 11 on the right. Turn that off. 11 on the left. Bleeds coming on. Turn on the heat, and we're going to use electric heat because it's super cold. So we need full power for electric heat because you'll see these lights dim when we turn on the electric heat. And then same thing with the blower. So it takes a lot of juice. So now that will warm things up pretty quick. Gyro suction, pneumatic pressure is in the green. Alright, now we can get our avionics going. So we'll get these bus lights turned out. So we'll turn on our inverters. Bus lights are out, EFIS on, and avionics on, and radios. Avionics coming to life. Give the autopilot light test. Pitch trim, rudder boost. I'll go ahead and trim here for takeoff. Flaps set for takeoff. And we got coffee maker and furnace up top, so we got that turned on. Check our E-lights, and we'll slave our gyros. This was early on. Now they have actual shut-off parameters that we're trying to bypass last fall before we lost free time. Wow. Man, I wish the Carinardo B200 was better. Arabesque or Hot Start should get one going. Oh, dude, that would be awesome. I would like. I don't like X Aviation, but I love Hot Start stuff. So, I would buy anything that Hot Start makes, especially if he makes a King Air. That would just be badass. And I didn't buy the Carinardo King Air just because this thing is so awesome that I didn't like. Why even bother? All right, let's get our ATIS. We're gonna need that 120.4. So 120.4. Turn on our comms.
Instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November. Aspen-Pitkin County Airport. Is information November. 1754 Zulu. Wind 360 at 3. Visibility 3. Light snow. 1,200 scattered. Ceiling 2,100 broken. 2,800 overcast. Temperature -6. Dew point -9er. Altimeter 2987. Arriving runway 5. Departing runway 33. Localizer DME Echo approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
All right, we got November and Aspen clearance, I think. Let me make sure that's correct. Elevation 7837, so we're right on the money on the baro. And airport clearance 12375, so we'll pop that over, and ground controls 0.9er. So we're sitting right there. All right. Yeah, a G1000 version that's out. The one you have when I looked was using a .NET installer.
Departure.
Huh.
Rear 02 Golf Am, unable 12000, that's well below minimum vectoring altitude and MEA. Rear 02 Golf, alright, we've got a problem then because you're turning into my minimum vectoring altitude of 13,000 here in less than 2 miles. Turn right, heading 230, and I'll await your request.
16 and yeah, X Aviation stuff doesn't work with Linux.
We're 1 Delta Mike, exact tower, left cross. And
well, the TBM does, right?
For takeoff, wind 150.
The TBM is sold through X Aviation.
Takeoff 2091 Delta Mike.
Sorry about the lack of camera today, guys. I'll have it back on next week. All right, let me see if I think I can break in here now. Good afternoon, Aspen. Clearance King Air 1399 on Atlantic with November IFR Telluride.
King Air 1399 Aspen clearance. Go to Telluride Airport. Lins center departure. Lins center filed. Climb and maintain 16,000. Expect flight level 240. 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 7153.
Cleared the Telluride via Lins 9 departure. Lins then is filed. Maintain 16,000. Expect 240 within 10 minutes of departure. And squawk 7153 1399.
Number 1399, read back is correct.
Alright, so we'll go to ground, and tower is 1885. So we'll get that on the ready. Okay. Transponder. He gave me 7153. And the reason he didn't give me a departure frequency at clearance and delivery is because
November 3, Mike Charlie departs.
You don't need the frequency
approach from there.
At departure if it's published. I'll show you what I mean because I'll brief the departure here in just a second. The only one that does is the hot start. Oh, okay. Yeah, he developed it for Linux, but all others say Windows or Mac, which means the other devs are just being lazy. I hear you, yeah. Okay, so departure. I'm gonna do lens 9, so you don't need a departure frequency at clearance. At least you don't need to ask for one if he doesn't give you one, because you just use
November 02 Golf again, that's still
this.
below my minimum vectoring altitude to get you over to Big Pine. You say your intention.
So this is our departure. So we're going to take off on heading at 343 to 9,100 feet. Then we'll make a left turn to heading at 273. We'll intercept the 303 back course localizer to Lens, and then at Lens we will continue on our planned route. So our SID pretty much ends at Lens, whereas like Red Table is a transition. So, but we don't need that. We're just doing this little bit here. So the only thing I need is the localizer and the course and this heading, and that's all I need for that. Mac is based on a Unix as in Linux, so a few line changes would make them compatible. Oh, Toto does his work on a Linux system. Yeah, I've seen him, like he'll post his videos when he does his code work, and I know he does it all on Linux. All of his coding is done in Linux, which is great.
Golf Bravo, turn left heading 010 vectors ILS Yankee, runway 16.
Alright, we're clear to 16, and our autopilot is right here.
Okay, left 010, descend main 4,000.
So we're going to put that on VOR, and our course is 303. Back course localizer 303.
Number 3, Mike Charlie, Fresno, 3027.
And our heading is 27. 273. And we'll set up 108.5 on our nav1, and that localizer is PKN identified. PKN identified. Okay. And you can see that you identify it two different ways. You identify it by this identifier. The I is for ILS or localizer, I guess. Or maybe that's an L. I don't know. But PKN, or you can also do it by Morse code. So it would be like ... So that's the other way. So you can dial in the Morse code by nav1. Maybe not. Maybe that's not working. I don't know. Usually you can listen to it. All right. Let's do an auto ignition check. So for that, I need to turn off the electric heat. Don't need that anymore. We are nice and toasty, so we'll turn off that, and that. And then we can lower these things so we're not screaming. Then we add fuel, and those 4 lights will extinguish. So that was a good check. We'll turn on our windshield anti-icing. Do a prop de-ice check. So auto, and it's in the green. So we'll turn that back off, so that's fine. We'll probably end up using that when we are holding short. We'll do a surface de-ice test. So same thing, except for this, it takes a lot of power, so I guess I should have left that up there. So we're gonna hold this down and we'll get a wing and a tail indicating that the boot is filling with air and it will kick off the ice on both.
5 Golf Bravo, turn left heading 350, descend and maintain 3000.
So this boot would fill up with air and knock the ice off of the leading edge. That's what that thing does. Okay, ground idle test. Looks like there goes Delta. So we'll do a ground idle test, so we'll hold that. Bring up our RPMs to 1500. And then I'll let go without touching the throttle. And that goes back to idle without moving the throttle, so that's a good test. Another thing that Carinardo doesn't simulate are these type of deep systems, are checks, if you will. Alright, so let's do an auto feather test. Same thing, except we're looking for AFX lights. Got AFX lights. So we'll go ahead and feather the left prop. That's a good feather. I'll get the engine stabilized, and I'll do the same on the right. Alright. Two good feathers. We'll go ahead and arm the auto feather system. We'll do a cabin pressure check, so 500 below field, which should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,300. So we'll crank this up. 7,300. So this would be cabin altitude, so we're like 500 feet below our field elevation. So this test will give us about 800 feet per minute to send. And that way you check your cabin pressure and all is good. And we're going to be landing into Telluride. And Telluride Tex is 9,071, I mean 8, so 9,000, and right now the Telluride is 2992, so it's actually standard pressure, so we're going to use this, so plus 500. So Telluride is actually higher than where we're starting at, so we need to set this for 9,500. We're going to add 500 to the field
1305 Golf Bravo.
Because of this, so we add 500 to the actual field elevation, add to the airport elevation. So we don't need to touch this again. We'll set that for 500 feet per minute. And since we're landing higher than taking off, good to go.
Cleared, ILS 16, right approach, 5 Golf Bravo.
Doing EFIS test here real quick. Gotta press and hold this EFIS test for a couple seconds to make the displays do its test.
Fresno approach, citation of 73 Mike Charlie, level 12000. I might have stepped on somebody, I'm sorry.
Number 73 Mike Charlie, Fresno approach, no problem, to maintain 10.
Okay, so only thing I really need is 5,500 is our current stuff. Let me see, flaps approach. So VR is 100 knots at current weight and temperature and all. So there are our takeoff reference speeds. Let's get our taxi light and Rico lights on. Ready to go. Let's get out our ATIS.
Aspen.
County Airport, ATIS information Oscar, 1853 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 1.5. Light snow. 1,200 scattered. Ceiling 2,100 broken. 2,800 overcast. Temperature -7. Dew point -9. Altimeter 2984. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 33. Localizer DME Echo approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information on
November 3 Mike Charlie, descent and maintain 6,000.
Aspen-Pitkin County Airport, ATIS information Oscar, 1853 Zulu.
Alright, we are good with Oscar, and looks like that guy's taken off. It's gonna make a weird noise sometimes, like right up here. Oh, it didn't. Maybe it, no. Maybe this version of Traffic Global doesn't do that. It used to make like a weird scenery issue thing, but okay. Alright, we're current with Oscar. We got our altimeter reset. And autopilot is ready to go. Let's put this thing in beta mode. Stop it. Alright, there we go. And we'll go ahead and squawk mode Charlie. Actually, I should probably put in a flight plan.
Tower, we'll see ya.
Let's go Aspen to Telluride.
Pain Tower, Diamond 415 Golf Bravo.
So we got the Lens 9 in there.
Number 415 Golf Bravo.
And then
Pain
slalom.
Tower, wind variable at 4, runway 16 right, clear to land.
All that
16
is
right, clear to land, 5 Golf Bravo.
good. So we're good there. Rudder boost is good. Wiper check did. Make sure these lights stay out, which they did.
Runway 11 left approach.
Sassy at above 3,500, clear for the RNM GPS 11 left approach. Citation, Sassy Mike Charlie.
I'll turn the brake off and we'll slide up here and we'll get our taxi instruction. Alright. Aspen ground, King Air 1399, Atlantic, current with Oscar, ready, taxi.
King Air 1399 around ground runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha 1399. Add a little bit more power to this. Slippery when wet. We'll check our controls. We got left aileron. We got right aileron free and clear. We'll turn on all of our, or at least our prop icing. Let me turn that on. That will warm up this nose cone, otherwise called a spinner, I believe. At least it is on an RC airplane. I used to fly them years ago. Telluride has nice weather right now. It's just this area that we're fogged in. That's right, we're doing an instrument departure, so
Number 5 Bravo to the
we
ramp
are
via
instrument
Alpha.
rated.
This frequency is fine.
So we're going to be just fine, even though we won't be able
Okay,
to
the
see
ramp via
anything.
Alpha, stay on your frequency 5 Golf Bravo.
That's what instrument ratings are
Number 5
for,
Bravo,
so
do
you
want
can
your grip
fly
on?
in the muck.
Yeah, we're going to head over to Castle and Cook.
November 5 Golf Bravo, roger, and then Alpha, then left turn Bravo to Castle and Cook, this frequency. Take care.
Okay, Alpha to Bravo, Castle and Cook, stay on your frequency 5 Golf Bravo. Have a good one. Talking back.
Take those out of beta. Turn on our landing light and our strobes. Let's turn on ice light 2 while we're at it. And we'll leave the engine ice on. And the rest of it looks fine for right now. Auto ignition is on, engine ice, landing lights, we're trimmed. We are flaps and we are on tower. And departure is 123.8 as depicted on the chart. Winds calm. Need a pitot heat and stall warning. And we'll turn on prop sync. Aspen Tower, King Air 1399, hold short 33.
Air 1399er, Aspen Tower, runway 33, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff 1399. Alrighty. Off we go into the wild gray wander. Alright, so we're going to do conditioner full. Get lined up here. And we're going to be heading a 343. 50%. Props are full. Instruments are in the green. AFX lights are good. Do torque at about 87.
V1. Rotate.
And we're up.
Positive rate.
Gear coming up. Flaps out.
Attitudes check.
Turn to heading 343. You have to keep an eye on the icing. And we're going to climb to 9,100 feet. And then we'll do left turn as depicted on the chart. To keep an eye on the speed and the torque.
3 Mike Charlie, contact tower 118.2.
Tower on 18.2, 3 Mike Charlie.
And we're at 9,000.
Fresno Tower, citation 73 Mike Charlie, is about 2 miles outside of Slack.
9,100.
Citation 73 Mike Charlie, Fresno Tower, runway 11 left, cleared to land, wind calm.
Runway 11 left, clear to land. Citation 73
Go to
Mike Charlie.
climb.
Senior 1399er, contact departure.
Over to the departure 1399, yeah. Go over to Aspen departure. Aspen departure, King Air 1399, Lens 9, leaving 9,900 for 16,000.
Number 1399er, Aspen departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, 1399. Let's turn on this window defog thingamabobber. And we're still doing okay on anti-icing. Play it safe, we'll turn this on. Otherwise, we're doing good. Add in some torque, and gear is up, flaps are up. And we're going to arm our back course localizer, so we'll arm nav. I'm going to reduce the prop out of the red. And we're definitely in icing range at -8 Celsius. So we have to keep an eye on that. So we're climbing away. Turn off those. Now we're capturing the back course localizer. So we are on this segment now, heading up to Linz. So I'm going to go a direct 2 to Linz, and then we'll be on GPS mode. So wait till I get a little bit closer to Linz. So we'll just keep slant alpha, as they say. For right now, icing is still, anti-icing is still working well. Climbing out 2,000 feet. Yaw damper on and verified. Cabin pressure is climbing. We're good. It's like we're starting to come out of the muck.
24 Whiskey's going to need the full length of 11 left. They closed the taxiway.
Turn that off. Turn that off.
Mike Charlie, Roger. Are you going left or right?
Turn that off.
It'll be to the left, north side, general aviation.
Number 3 Mike Charlie, no problem. Left turn Charlie, and then back into the ramp. Monitor ground point 7.
Hey, Charlie to the ramp, and monitor ground point 7. 70 Mike Charlie.
Alright, so let's do a direct 2 to Linz. Actually, we're pretty much on that, so we'll just switch to GPS mode. So we're going to go heading and FMC, nav. Now we're on nav mode. And transition altitude is flight level 180, so we'll go to standard there.
Number 139er contact Denver Center 118.57.
Denver Center 118.57, 1399. Denver Center, King Air 1399, flight level 190 for 210.
King Air 139er, Denver Center, Roger, clear direct to Montrose, VOR, resume navigation, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Clear direct to Montrose, VOR, resume on navigation, climb maintain flight level 240, 1399. Alright, Montrose is, we'll just continue our left turn. So we'll keep that left turn going. And let me see, Montrose is MTJ. Flight plan, Montrose. Activate. Nav. Icing is still fine. And what I miss here? Oh, I got a new follower. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're enjoying the content. You'll see my schedule. I stream every Monday and Friday, and I do random streams during the week and weekends too, but I try to adhere to that schedule, but I only try to designate 2 days. My channel analytics basically show that most of my viewers are around Mondays and Fridays, which is why I chose those 2 days as my normal stream days. And normally I would have a camera working, but I'm gonna have to wait till next week. All right, so we're flying sideways because of the crazy crosswind. And we can turn off our seat belts. Cabin temp is 70 Fahrenheit. Nice and warm. Picking up speed now. We made our cruise. So we're going to go ahead and back off these conditioner levers. We'll back off the prop. Now 16.5 there. We'll keep our torque right about 90 or so. Torque will rise as we continue to gain speed. I'm going to turn this stuff off for right now. Turn it back on later. And I have to keep an eye on the icing with if we're in moisture like this. So I'm just going to keep this stuff on for right now. And we'll turn on the auto ignition while we're in moisture. We'll come back here and give our passengers some tables, TVs. We have a restroom there if they need it. Pop over here, give these ladies a table. Oops, I did it too fast. You gotta let the table go out fully, and then you can do that other one. On our way to Telluride Ski Resort. I'm probably going to end up doing a visual into the airport. The weather is supposed to clear out by the time we get there. Yeah, there's a few broken clouds at 4,700 feet above the field, so we should be all right. It's an overcast layer at 5,000 above the field, so let me see. So 5,000, 5,000, and I'm gonna want Yankee 9. Elevation is 9,000, so 5,000 would be 15,000. So we would break out at 15,000 feet out of the clouds, and this requires us 13,000 if we were going to do this procedure. So I'm pretty sure that we can get underneath that overcast layer and not even have to do this, but I'll get it set up just in case, because there is a 2,000 foot difference, so we'll have to see. But this is the one we'll use because it's an LP approach, which is an artificial glide path, almost 3.7 degree glide path from here to the field, and the minimums is 2,500 feet above the field. So we would have to have the airport at 11,000 feet to make the approach, which right now we should have no problem. If we can't get in there, then we'll set up a hold here and we'll dial in, what's the name of that place? It is Farmington, Four Corners. We'll go there if we have to, but I don't suspect we're going to need to. Telluride had a big old snowstorm, so there's going to be plenty of snow there when we get there for our skiers. One thing we can do is go to page 2. So we'll plan on, I don't know, 12.5 or so. Altitude is like 9,070. And the baro is standard. Sea level pressure. Temperature is -2. And the wind speed is, well, 0, and that's when heading. There's no heading at 0. I'll just put 360. The runway length is 69.11. Runway heading is 096. Yeah, that's for, we're going to do a straight in runway 9. And set the markers. So our geared down limit is this first one. And then we can go to flaps approach at 160, which is here. And then VREF is this one, plus 10. So we'll say 111. So right about there. And that is our landing information.
Los Angeles Center, 4161 radio check.
That was 4161, you're with Oakland Center.
Oakland Center, Southwest, 4161, thanks.
Are you supposed to be with LA Center?
I'm not entirely sure. I got switched, to be honest. Southwest 4161.
What was the last frequency you were assigned?
1322.
You sure it wasn't 1332?
Yeah, possibly. 1332, Southwest 4161.
Might want to try him.
I've done that too. Totally warp the frequency. Alright, so the altimeter is 92, so yeah, we're still good with plus 500.
Clearance, clear to Flagstaff Airport,
So
Largo
field
3,
elevation
transition and is filed.
9,000, so 9,500.
Departure on 127.4, squawk
9,500.
5455.
Cabin pressure is at 4,500 feet in the cabin. I think that's what that means. Now I'm not so sure.
Oakland Center, Southwest 4161, flight level 300.
It's just 1,000 feet, so that would be 5,000?
That was 4161 Oakland Center, descend via the end
5,000?
arrival Oakland altimeter 3025.
I don't know.
Then via the MZO 3, altimeter 3025, Southwest 4161.
Ghost Pilot, happy Friday to you, sir. Love the scenic view. Yeah, I know. It's going to clear up by the time we get there. Well, maybe it won't. there's a overcast layer at 15,000 feet, so we're probably going to be stuck with this view until...
Air 139er, descend at pilot's discretion to maintain 16,000. Let me know the weather for Telluride.
Descend pilot discretion, maintain 16,000, and I'll look up weather for 1399.
Altimeter Telluride now 2991.
2991, 1399. Alright, so I know we want 13,000 by et al. So flight plan, we'll do 15,000.
Number 02 Golf Rock Springs altimeter is 2976.
13,000.
Say again for 5402 Golf.
02 Golf Rock Springs altimeter 2976.
2976 for 02 Golf. Thank you.
We got a top of descent in 1 minute. So we'll see if we can grab our weather. AWAS is 18325.
Telluride RGNL weather. Wind calm. Visibility
Okay.
10. Sky conditions 4,500.
He said we can go to 16,000. So 2991. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Scattered 65. Okay. I'll let them know I'm current with weather when I depart our altitude here.
Vertical track.
So we're gonna reset our, actually I don't have to reset this cabin pressure, so that's fine. So we're gonna start on our way down. So we'll hit descend, and now I'll let him know that we're departing, and we're just gonna do a visual into the airport. Denver Center, King Air 1399, leaving 240. Current with weather, it's going to be a visual into the airport.
Number 139er, roger.
Yeah, we're doing visual because I'm expecting to break out of this mess by the time we get down there. Let our passengers know we were heading down. Maybe someone saw that.
Number 531 Julia Kilo, Albuquerque ground runway 3 taxi via Foxtrot.
Might as well just set up the altimeter setting now since it's only one off. And I'll just set up the approach, which is LP plus vertical, 9 Yankee, and I'll just load that up for the heck of it. And Telluride. (123.0) is CTAF advisory, so we'll be using that to talk to any pilots that are in here. And the wind, if the wind is still calm, we're just going to do a straight in runway 9, and we'll park here. There we go. Breaking out a little bit early, though it might get cloudy again before we get there, but we'll see. Lunchtime is over. Let's check on that weather again. Oh, now it's 88. Okay.
Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 4,700 broken. 6,000.
Wind is still calm, so we're good there.
Temperature -1. Dew point -11. Altimeter 298.
4,700 broken, so this is all AGL. So anytime you look at a METAR, those altitudes in a METAR are always above field. So if it shows 5,000, that doesn't mean 5,000 MSL. That would mean, in this case, 15,000 MSL. So you have to do a little bit of math to figure out where the base of the clouds are going to be. So we should be perfectly fine for a visual into here. For any of you guys that don't know, I have a YouTube channel as well, which is linked below. You can just click on the YouTube icon, and all my airplanes are separated by playlist. So if you want to see how I fly in a particular airplane, you can just click on the playlist, and it's just broke down that way. And also, I'll be uploading this to my YouTube after this flight. So my YouTube fans, please don't forget to click that like button on this video. It helps the channel grow.
120.95, Southwest 4161.
I'm going to reset the clouds when we get a little bit lower. Coming up to our base here. We'll set up some lights, camera, and we're still in the clouds, so I'm going to keep the anti-icing on for a little bit longer.
Kilo Albuquerque Tower, turn left heading 295, runway 3 cleared for takeoff. That was 4161 NorCal approach. Didn't get your present altitude. That was 4161 Roger Oakland, altimeter 3025.
Seatbelts coming on. Seatbelt signs are on.
4161, you expect the ILS runway 30 approach from Bernie.
Back. I'm like right in the cloud here. He's going to have to get me down to at least 13,000.
Here, 13909er, descend and maintain 14,000.
Descend and maintain 14,000, 1399. Descend.
13909er, the airport off to your left. At about 10 o'clock and 16 miles an hour, report when you have it in sight.
Looking for it, 1399. So we should break out of this. So let me update my weather to show properly. Because I should be breaking out at 15,000 like I suggested earlier. So hopefully that is still the case. And we're going to do auto ignition and auto feather on. And Okay. Denver Center, King Air 1399, I have the field.
Number 139er, no traffic observed between you and Telluride. Cleared visual approach report cancellation of IFR airborne this frequency or on the ground within 5 minutes landing on 122.2. Change advisory frequency approved.
Change advisory frequency approved, and I'll talk to you soon. 1399, thanks. All right, so we're going to go flaps 1, and we're going to switch to CTAF. And we're just going to use this procedure inbound because I'm going to keep the IFR hold, so no IFR in and out. And we'll just fly the procedure anyway. So we'll take this down to 13,000. And we're going to activate approach. Make a sharp left turn here. All right. Telluride traffic, King Air 1399. Be on the RNAV runway 9 approach, straight in, full stop, Telluride traffic. Do conditioner levers full, we'll do prop full. And we'll set our heading bug, which is perfect actually, and we'll do approach. Gear, traveling. So we should get vertical guidance here at this waypoint. That should take us down. Yep, here comes the glide path. Field in sight, yeah, I lied, but it's okay. The only thing he would have done was what I'm basically doing now, so he just would have authorized to fly the approach from the VOR, and I'm still in an IFR hold, so there's no one is allowed to take off or land IFR until after I cancel my IFR. So either way, it's the same, really. So there's really no point, and there was really no point in canceling or asking to do the procedure. I guess technically it would have been correct, but I figured I would break out soon enough, which I did. I can see the field way before minimums. Alright, gear is down, 3 green, landing lights are all good there. It is a broadcast that I can learn a lot. Oh, Quicknim. In Korea, it's 5 a.m. Korea time. I can't sleep because of this. Well, I'm sorry to keep you up. But I appreciate the compliment. That's very nice. We're almost done. You'll be going to sleep here real soon. This is always a great approach. Sun Valley in Idaho in winter can be fun too. Oh, heck yeah. I'll tell you another fun approach is using the ILS / RNAV approach into Jackson Hole. It does both. It starts with an RNAV, like an RNP approach, winding between the mountains, and then it switches to the ILS. That's a fun approach. Palm Springs is pretty fun too.
Feet to minimums.
Telluride traffic, King Air 1399, short final, runway 9, full stop, Telluride traffic. So we're just talking on CTAF. So talking to anyone that's at this airport or that is in the pattern. The ski resort is up here. I'll show you the ski resort once we land. Alright, autopilot off. My plane.
1,000 feet to minimums. $500 feet to minimums.
And I know this has like an upgrade to it. The runway pitches up, so I have to be level with the runway before I go to flight idle.
500 feet to minimums. 200 feet to minimums. Minimums. 100 feet. 50 feet. Props full. Positive rate.
Flaps out.
Gear up. Positive rate.
We'll just coast all the way down to the end, save our brakes. We'll back taxi. All right, reversers off. Those are down. We'll put that.
40 knots.
And we'll turn off this icy runway. Turn the prop sync off. Telluride traffic, King Air 1399, exited the runway, taxiing to parking, Telluride traffic, last call. Switch back over to, let me see, let me leave those off, landing lights off, strobes off, stall warning, that's fine. We're going to go 122.2 and we'll cancel our IFR. As long as we're doing under 30 knots, we can use this. It's like simulating a phone call to the overlying controller.
Southwest 4161, NorCal approach 3565, please.
Turn that off.
3565, Southwest 4161.
You wait till he checks in and then I'll cancel the IFR.
NorCal approach, Southwest 4161, 7,500.
Southwest 4161, NorCal approach, verified descending via the MZO3 arrival.
Affirm descending via the MZO3 arrival, Southwest 4161.
Southwest 4161, after Fernie, cleared ILS, runway 30 approach.
Confirm that waypoint, Fernie, you said. After that waypoint, clear the ILS 30 approach, Southwest 416.
You got it.
Denver Center, King Air 1399 on the ground and cancel IFR.
King Air 1399 are perfect, thanks. IFR cancellation received. Have a great day.
You too. Alright, we'll come up here.
PBM 1 Juliet Kilo, contact
Got some people walking around.
124.32.
We got our hangar.
124.32 for Albuquerque Center, 531 Juliet Kilo.
Alright, so let's put this out of beta and we'll set our e-brake. We'll turn off our taxi, ice, and Rico light.
Number 531 Juliet Kilo, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Cabin diff is 0. Seatbelts off. Coffee maker off. Turn off the environment. Turn those things off. Pitot, stall warning. And then, yeah, that's out of beta, so we can turn off our oxygen. We'll go ahead and kill the avionics. Thought I heard a airplane start over here. All right, avionics, EFIS, and power inverters. I'll go ahead and feather the prop. And now we'll do fuel cutoff. Shut that down. All right. And Quakenham says, bought the King Air 350 2 weeks ago. Finally, I can sleep. Hey, thanks for sticking around for the landing, bud. That was very nice of you. Check out my YouTube if you like. If you want to learn how I fly this plane, at least. I have this plane on my YouTube channel. Just go to the playlist under King Air 350, and I do the flows the same way every single time, and I'll upload this one to my YouTube also, so you can look at it later. So appreciate it though. All right, inverters are off, seatbelts are off. I did all that. Let's turn disconnect from the network and end that flight. I did YouTube. All right. Let me close that. I knew there was a lot of runway, so I was going for butter landing.
Positive rate, positive rate. Gear up. Positive rate. Airspeed alive.
Show you guys the ski resorts. Thanks for the silky landing. Catch you next time. You bet, Coast Pilot. We'll see you next time. At around a Portland, right? Portland flight. For the rest of you guys, I'll show you the ski resort real quick before I go.
Feet to minimums. 40 knots.
That says definitely like the immersion of snow. Yeah, this is one of my favorite snow flights. Most of my snow flights are out of Aspen and around Denver and Telluride. Plus the airports that I have for these snow flights have snow textures already for these snow flights, so makes the most sense. There's gondolas down here. Here they are. You got the gondolas. That's fun. They go all the way up. And these are the other lifts. Those are the ones I remember as a kid when I used to go skiing. Long, long time ago. And then there was a, let me see if I can remember. I think there's a waterfall over here. I wonder if it works in the snow. There's Telluride right here. Old town of Telluride. Sometimes the waterfall works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't think it's working, but this is where it would be. Might not work with the winter textures. Oh yeah, it's working. So it's animated waterfall, which is kind of cool. It looks better on the summer textures. I'll give it that. It's still pretty neat though. And you can hear the sounds. This is one of those airports that we were discussed in DAS about. You can't change the name of the airport, otherwise it messes up plugins. This is a prime example of that. So this airport does require to keep the name in the custom scenery folder, otherwise the waterfall won't work. And the other thing with this airport is if you change the time of day, which I'll do, it should have campfires down here at the ski resort, like in the morning, I think. So I'll change it to a morning, see what that looks like. And then I use the Xcoder or C-Coder's winterizer. So I use his winterizer program on all my Forkboy ortho, and that changes it all the ortho to a winter wonderland. And then I know a like a little trick to make it to where it will stay winter the entire time. All right, so I need to change the time of day. Those gondolas are cool. So let's go to here, and we'll set this for 7:30 in the morning. Maybe I need it earlier than that. Let's try 7. You can see the ski slopes though have lighting. Maybe I need to do PM instead of AM. Let me try that. Too far. Oh, there we go. We got campfires. See there? So you got little fireplaces going on here. I knew it was time related for the fires, so it's pretty cool. Even the airport's lit up pretty nicely. And then the last thing is the airport has sounds, but maybe that part of the plugin didn't load, even though I did everything right this time. Yeah, the plugin's working because the people are walking around and such. What airplanes have they got in here? That's pretty neat. I've got to remember to maybe come in here at night at like this time of day. That would look freaking awesome. All right, guys. Appreciate the chat as usual. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will upload this to my YouTube. I'm gonna get ready, and I'm gonna get ready for Friday Night Ops. VATSIM is having their Northeast corridor tonight, so it's gonna be busy, busy, busy on VATSIM. So it's gonna be good times. So y'all enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Later, later, later.
74 Denver departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230, light shaft from about 10,000 to 15,000.
26, turn left heading 040, just going to maintain 10,000.
040 down to 10,000, peak 776.
1874, appreciate it, clear direct Miami. November 4, Mike Alpha, Denver altimeter 2973, fly heading 270.
Alpha 23, correction, Scout 5636, contact tower 133.3.
Today's Sky 5636.
Scout 5068, Denver Airport 1 o'clock and 21 miles.
Port inside Sky 5068.
Scout 5068, roger, fly further heading, join final clear, visual approach, runway 35 left, maintain 190 knots or greater, further advise.
Right, present heading to John Farnell, clear visual approach 35 left and 190 or greater until advised. Sky 5068.
230, do not exceed 250 knots.
Scout 58, traffic off your left for their parallel, Boeing 737.
To the south of Denver. For Mike Alpha, thank you. United 690, smoother rides above flight level, or correction, above 15,000, clear direct Miami.
Tower 133.3.
133.3 for Delta 2307.
Scout 88, contact tower 133.3.
Over to Tower 32-3, have a good day. It's 6588.
Denver approach, United 800, passing 14.5 for 13,000 on T-bar.
800 Denver approach, roger, turn left heading 040, just going to maintain 13,000, vector to final approach course.
Okay, heading now 040 down to 13,000, United 800.
Sky was 4675, contact Denver Center 133.95, good day.